gentlemen, would you please join in the singing of O Canada by one of our graduating students, Justin Myers.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated, everyone. I would first like to acknowledge Ken Poole and Kathy Poole, our pipers, Bob Burney, Mary Beth Rush, and Linda Quick, our grand marshals. Welcome to the 5th session of the 47th Annual Convocation Ceremony of St. Clair College of Applied Arts and Technology. I am Dr. Andrea Belanger, professor, and it is my pleasure to act as Master of Ceremonies for this morning's program. Before we begin the formal part of the ceremony, I would like to make one announcement. Please check the Alumni Facebook page for air dates of today's ceremony on Cogeco Cable. I will now introduce members of the Board of Governors who are here with us today, and I would ask that they remain standing until after members of the college administration are also introduced. Lori Kemp, Dan Wilson, Ron Segain, Vice President, Global Education and Training Services, Mayor Randy Hope, Honorary Diploma recipient, and this morning's guest speaker, Sue Denemy, Alumni of Distinction. I would also like to introduce members of the college administration. Dr. John Strasser, President. Dr. Peter Tumadowski, Vice President, Strategic Planning. Patty France, Senior Vice President, College Operations. John Farley, Vice President, College and Community Relations. Dolph Barsante, Chief Financial Officer. Wasim Habash, Associate Vice President, Academic Operations. Michael Silvaggi, Registrar. Joanne Dale, Chair, School of Nursing. Mark Benoit, Chair, School of Academic Studies. Lynn McGetchie-Schultz, Principal, Thames Campus. Susan McClellan, Program Manager, Apprenticeships and Literacy and Basic Skills. And from the Alumni Association, Lindsay Levecki. I would now like to call upon St. Clair College President, Dr. John Strasser, to deliver his address.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. This is a special day for all of the graduates gathered here at the Capitol Theater. This is a convocation, an academic assembly that comes together for only one purpose: to formally recognize your achievement. In convocation ceremonies on the North American continent this year, approximately 3 million students, including each of you, will receive recognition of their accomplishments at the post-secondary level of education. That number represents less than 1% of the total population. This day marks the successful culmination of your college studies, but this day is not simply about you. Many people are gathered here today to celebrate your accomplishment with you. They have for many years provided you with a support system. I would ask the graduates to rise, please. Turn and face the audience and find the location of your personal support person or persons in your sight line. And join with me in a standing ovation for all their sacrifices that have helped get you to this convocation. Please be seated. Let us return to that 1% number. Find some means to put your accomplishment in a global perspective. I've searched various data sources for most of the following statistics. First, you're living on a planet that has a population of approximately 7 billion people. If you look at those 7 billion people as 100%, or more importantly, consider them as 100 people for comparison purposes, the world that you are entering on this day in June 2014, if I say 50, we're really talking 3.5 billion. So here's the stats. 66 people of the 100, or of the 7 billion, are between the ages of 15 and 64. For the most part, that would be you. 5 people would be from North America. For the most part, that would be you. 33 people would follow the Christian religion, 22 people would be Muslim, and 14 people would be Hindu. 69 people in total. For the most part, that would be you. 5 people would speak English. For the most part, that would be you. Allow me to continue to paint a picture of those 100 people. 17 would not be able to read or write. 13 would not have access to safe drinking water. 15 would be undernourished. 48, or almost half of the world's population, would live on less than $2.17 Canadian a day. 22 would have no electricity. 16 would have no toilets. For the most part, that would not be you. 7 would have earned educational recognition beyond the secondary school level. So for an educational comparison, you're sitting here today in the top 7% of the world population. So you've already surpassed the educational level of 6,510,000,000 people. That's impressive. So the question for you today to answer is, are you sitting there believing that the glass is half empty or the glass is half full? Where do you go starting from this point on this Saturday morning? I would offer 4 points to take away from this morning's convocation. First, listen to Sue Denemy. She's an alumni distinction. She will share her words with you. In 1974, she was exactly in the same position as you are today. Number 2, treat others with respect. 3, make sure that when you give your word, it means something. 4, never let anyone tell you you don't have what it takes to climb the ladder of success. So if I were putting a final message in a few words, this is what I would share with you. Commit to balance in the learning of new things, from how solar panels work to the sonnets of Shakespeare. Life is a balance of theoretical and applied knowledge. Always remember that when Shakespeare was taking pen in hand, tens of thousands of Londoners were toiling away around the Globe Theatre that he called home, and they were stitching cloth, generating fresh water, and curing leather to ensure warmth during the harsh winter season. No drinking water, no coats, probably no Shakespeare. When we have finished this convocation, take the time to celebrate with family and friends, and then go forward, seek to acquire new knowledge in all its forms, and find ways to make a contribution to the world around you. From all of us on stage, indeed from the entire St. Clair College family, congratulations on a job well done.
Lori Kemp from the Board of Governors will now deliver greetings from the board.
Good morning. President Strasser, fellow board members, members of administration, faculty, staff, esteemed guests, and especially to the 2014 graduates, their parents, relatives, and friends, I am honored to bring greetings on behalf of the St. Clair College Board of Governors. Allow me to extend a very warm welcome to all of you who have come to share in this wonderful celebration of academic achievement. The community commitment to ensuring the success of this college is very evident in those who serve as board members. Let me assure you that each member of the Board of Governors wants you to succeed, to feel good about your learning experience at this college, and to act as an ambassador for St. Clair College as you embark upon your chosen career paths and make a contribution to this community and to this country. We congratulate the parents and families for supporting these graduates through their many months of working on projects, studying for tests and exams, or preparing for clinical or work experiences. Congratulations also go out to the members of the individual program faculties who have mentored, advised, and presented course materials in such a way as to inspire these students here today. This is the culmination of your dedication and their hard work and dedication to their studies. The Board of Governors also would like to express an appreciation to those members of support staff and administration who work behind the scenes to make this day possible. On behalf of the St. Clair College Board of Governors, let me again congratulate the 2014 graduates gathered here. Please accept wishes for future success and all that you do. Thank you.
I would now like to reintroduce John Farley, who will introduce our guest speaker.
Good morning, everyone. Sue Denemy has served in the healthcare field for over 35 years. She grew up in a close family of 6 siblings in the small farming town of Shetland. I'm sure more of you know where Shetland is than I do. Well, of course, we know now that it's on the border of Kent and Lambton County. Her inspiration to study nursing was her mother, who was a nurse. As an older sister, she enjoyed caring for the younger members of her family. Her St. Clair College studies were in Chatham, Kent, at the time when the Ontario nursing was transitioning from a hospital-based training to a community college. She began working as a nurse and soon found herself fully engaged in her career in healthcare. Her involvement included the opportunity to be involved in changes and improvement in the healthcare system, both locally, regionally, and provincially. She later added an honors Bachelor of Commerce and then an MBA from the University of Windsor. In 2010, she earned a chartered directorship for the McMaster University's DeGroote School of Business. As CEO of the Blue Water Health, Sue directs the operations at the Sarnia and Petrolia hospitals. Her energies are applied to improving the quality of care for patients, as well as building a healthy organization in those areas. Welcome home to our alumni, good welcome home to our Alumni of Distinction 2014, Sue Denemy.
Thank you, John. Good morning, and thank you, President Strasser. ladies and gentlemen, members of the faculty, parents, and graduates. I am extremely pleased to be here before you speaking today. I know that you feel as proud as I do to be part of this great institution. It is with fond memories and sentiment as I share the excitement and delight of the graduates here today. Once, I too felt the anticipation and perhaps a little apprehensive that you feel. I ask you, what will you do tomorrow and the day after? We are apprehensive as we face the unknown, and for you, your future is certainly unknown. Some of you, of course, will be entering into careers where you have had some previous experience. You've perhaps read about the job that you intend on doing, or perhaps you've spoken with someone who's already in that career. Yet, even summer employment, after-school work, or working with family members has not really prepared you for the reality of earning your living. It does not really prepare you for the responsibilities and the demands that will be made of you. All it can do is give you a glimpse into your future. Life, you see, is constantly changing. And while today you may have decided that a certain career path is for you, circumstances may and likely will alter. No one can see into the future. Take my career, for instance. I sat where you are today, graduating with a diploma in nursing. My dreams at that time were quite simple. Work a couple of years, and then stop and raise my family. Dreams can and will change. If we all stuck with the dreams we had as children, there would be a world full of cowboys, princesses, and for me, movie stars. Whatever your dream is right now, if you don't achieve it, don't worry, you haven't failed. You're simply taking a different path, and quite possibly an even better path. Today, you are standing on the threshold of your life. Your employers will only ask that you give the best job that you can and that you have to give. This commitment will take you further than you can imagine, for this is what happened to me. I did get involved and engaged in my work and with changes and improvements in the organization and around me. The opportunities came my way. I would never have dreamt in 1,000 years that I would one day become the president and CEO of a large, award-winning community hospital. In fact, a year before I accepted the offer, this job wasn't even a consideration of mine. I attribute the changes in my career to three things, really. The commitment to continual learning and progressive education, having mentors who provided the encouragement and support and suggested that I try different roles or jobs, and that willingness to step forward and accept the challenges as they're presented. Never stop learning. You are graduating from St. Clair College today, and this foundation is strong. You've developed some skills that will serve you well. However, you will be presented with opportunities to further your education and your skills, your understanding of the people that you work with. Those may be at St. Clair College, as some of mine were, and they may be elsewhere. Take advantage of these opportunities as they come your way. They may even take you into new directions that you haven't even thought of yet. I've had many mentors throughout the years who never seemed to run out of opportunities and challenges to hand to me. It seemed just when I became comfortable in a role, one of my advisors would nudge me into a different direction or through a doorway yet unconsidered. These offerings have always turned out for the better, not without some discomfort and a great deal of learning and growth along the way, but always for the better. As with you, I have learned about taking responsibility for myself and having respect for others. Many of you have taken part in college events or sporting activities, and they've taught you that life is a team effort, no matter how brilliant we are individually. I hope that you've also learned that you owe it to yourselves to make the most of your talents and your attributes. There is a saying that you cannot change the direction of the wind, but rather you must adjust your sails. It means accepting that life may change and you must change right along with it. So while you now think that you'll be doing something in 5 years from now, you should also allow for the fact that life is an adventure. You must always be prepared to follow and allow for such changes. You must learn that it is wise to sail with the wind. Today is a day for celebrating with your families and your friends. It's also a day you can begin to appreciate all that your family and friends have done for you. It's a day when you owe your thanks to them and to your teachers and your professors who have, despite the odds, gotten you to this stage of your lives. Always remember to express gratitude as you go through life, because that's the gracious thing to do. I did as well not travel through this journey alone and received significant help, support, and encouragement and love throughout the years. I have many to thank. My gratitude goes to my parents for setting that stage, my mother for instilling that sense of feminism independence, my father, who it was he who taught me to take on those challenges and just do what needed to be done, and to my grade 2 teacher, who told my parents that I would never amount to anything because I could not read. Excuse me. In fact, she reported to the superintendent at the time that I was one of 6 children who should be removed from the school because they were not teachable. She triggered the "I'll show you" itch. I've certainly read lots since, more than I can remember, actually. More significantly, my family, my husband, Ron. Oh, sorry, got me all upset. My husband, Ron, my daughter, Angela, and my son, Timothy. They've endured with me. They've made sacrifices along the way, allowing me to advance my education and my career. Today, I feel very much at one with you, because I have been exactly where you are. It's a great honor for me to have been chosen to speak to you today. I have to be honest and admit this wasn't something I had envisioned either. The reason I've been asked to speak to you is really because of what I've done and what I've learned along the way, and what I learned while I was still a student at this college. I owe my success to the education that I received here. I'm very proud to be a past graduate of St. Clair College and to be the recipient of the Alumni of Distinction Award this year. College has stood me in good stead throughout my career. 10 years from now, you will be the same people, but with vastly different experiences. No matter how different the experiences, they will still stem from the same educational background. I think you will agree St. Clair has done you proud. From now on, it's your turn to return the compliment. I would encourage you to be bold. Success will come to you through hard work, a positive attitude, patience, and commitment. Congratulations to you all.
I would like to reintroduce Wasim Habash.
Good morning, everyone. Graduates, like you, at the onset of her career, Sue Denemy was a fresh graduate from St. Clair College. She took her diploma and she carved a pathway for herself, a pathway to success. She not only continued her education, but she also developed and honed her leadership skills. In her career, she took on many different roles and always proved she was up to the task. This helped develop her into the outstanding CEO she is today. Sue is known to be someone you can rely on, someone you can go to when the going gets tough. Hopefully, you attentively listened to Sue's words of wisdom, so you are able to implement her ideology into your own unique journey. All of us here at St. Clair College wish that all of you reached a level of success that you aspire to, as Sue Denemy is doing. Sue, on behalf of the graduates assembled here today, our Board of Governors and the entire staff at St. Clair College, thank you for being here and sharing with us your inspiring journey. If that grade 2 teacher was here today, I'm sure she would be proud of you, as we all are at St. Clair College. Thank you.
I would now like to call upon Patty France to present the Student Leadership Medal.
Thank you. Good morning. The Student Leadership Medal is awarded to a graduating student in recognition of academic achievement and contribution to the promotion of the campus environment through his or her relationships with staff and fellow students. The recipient of the 2014 Student Leadership Medal for the Chatham campus is Ms. Heather McCann, a graduate of the Developmental Services Worker Program. Heather, please join me at the podium. Right in front. Heather is an outstanding individual who exemplifies strong leadership qualities, commitment, and dedication to her fellow students. She is a student who gets involved through participation in cross-college activities, and she strives to do her very best to improve the experiences of those around her and in her community. During her 2 years in the Developmental Services Worker Program, Heather demonstrated outstanding academic achievement and completed her diploma with a grade point average of 3.85, all while balancing her academic and community responsibilities. Heather has served as a director and vice president of the Thames Student Incorporated, has been described by the staff and her fellow students as demonstrating a positive attitude and a valued member of the program and the student body as a whole. Heather has actively organized and coordinated a number of campus and community events. An outstanding example of this is when she initiated, coordinated, and implemented a walk for mental health. She demonstrated great initiative in arranging this event and encouraged students to participate in a very positive and enlightened manner. She accepts challenges both inside and outside of the classroom with passion and commitment. Heather is a true ambassador for our programs and for St. Clair College. For her academic achievements, her promotion to the college campus environment, and her dedication to her fellow students, I am very proud to present Ms. Heather McCann with the Student Leadership Medal for the Chatham campus for 2014. Congratulations, Heather.
I would like to now call upon Dr. Strasser to present the President's Medal.
The President's Medal is awarded to a graduating student who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement combined with noteworthy participation and leadership during the student's years at the college, with emphasis on the graduating year. The recipient of the 2014 President's Medal for the Chatham campus is Deborah Ann Sterling, and I would ask Deborah to join me at the podium. Deborah Ann Sterling has demonstrated strong leadership qualities and outstanding academic achievement by consistently maintaining academic distinction throughout her 3 years in the Business Administration accounting program and finished with a cumulative grade point average of 4.0. Deborah has been a member of the Thames Campus Business Club during her 3 years at the college and served as president during 2012-13 and then again in January 2014. She actively participated in student life and assisted in numerous college activities and events such as orientation days and peer tutoring. Outside the classroom, Deborah has volunteered with community organizations and events such as the prevention of cruelty to animals, seniors tax clinics, and kids snack programs at a local school, all while balancing her academic, community, and family responsibilities as a parent of 4 young boys. For her academic excellence, her contributions to the Business Administration accounting program, her commitment to the community, and dedication to the betterment of others, and for the support of the students of St. Clair College, it gives me great pleasure to present Deborah Ann Sterling with the 2014 President's Medal for the Thames campus. Congratulations, Deborah. You did well. Very well. Congratulations and good luck. And we'll see you in a few minutes back on stage.
Thank you. I would now like to reintroduce Ms. Patty France to acknowledge our award winners.
The Faculty Academic Award is designed to recognize the graduating student in each program, full or part-time, who has best demonstrated academic excellence. The Student Leadership Award recognizes the graduating student in each program, full or part-time, who best combines academic achievement and leadership. With the recipients of the Faculty Academic Awards and the Student Leadership Awards, please stand so that we may congratulate you on your achievements. Don't be shy, stand up. To the graduates here today, congratulations on receiving your diplomas or certificates. Convocation is the formal recognition of your achievements. You have worked very hard, so celebrate this accomplishment. It is most deserving. There is, however, one other group here today that also deserves to be recognized. These are the remarkable, dedicated faculty we have here at St. Clair College who have contributed to your success. Graduates, I would ask that you please join me in a standing ovation to thank and to recognize the faculty for their support and their contributions. Thank you.
For our award winners who were unable to attend last week's banquet, you may pick up your awards at the table set up in the theater lobby following convocation. Also, for those who did attend the banquet, pictures are now available on the Alumni Facebook page. I would now like to call upon Lynn McGetchie-Schultz to begin the presentation of the Honorary Diploma with the introduction of recipient, Mayor Randy Hope.
Good morning. Thank you, Andrea. It is both my privilege and pleasure to introduce our honorary diploma recipient, Mayor Randy Hope. I first met Mayor Hope, or Your Worship as I like to call him, when I began at St. Clair College. I set up a meeting with the mayor to introduce myself and to check this guy out. I suspect he was ready for me. He welcomed me, sat me down, and said, "Don't yell or tell me what to do. I care for the municipality of Chatham-Kent and will do what is good for all. We will share ideas and then work at it till we get things done." And we have been doing that together for the last 8 years. Mayor Hope was born and raised in Tilbury. His father passed away at an early age, and as a result, post-secondary education was not the most immediate priority. Randy began his career in 1978 as an auto worker at Arvin Meritor and soon was a leader in the labor community in Tilbury. He was elected president of the Chatham and District Labor Council in 1988. Randy was the first New Democrat from the community to be elected to the Ontario legislature. He served as a member of Parliament from 1990 to 1995 and held the post of Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Community and Social Services. He was also a member of the Standing Committees on Social Development, General Government, and Resource Development, and served on the Ontario Speaker Panel for Literacy. Elected in 2006 as mayor of the municipality of Chatham-Kent, Randy has worked continuously on economic development, job creation, and improved municipal operations. Under his leadership and with council support, Chatham-Kent has focused on recreational and cultural opportunities, sustainable growth in business and industry, support for post-secondary education, both in Chatham and Ridgetown, recruitment and retention. In 2013, the municipality of Chatham-Kent achieved an A+ credit rating for the first time in municipal history. Mayor Hope serves on a wide variety of boards and committees, chair of the Chatham-Kent Workforce Planning Board, co-chair of the Chatham-Kent Community Leaders Cabinet, commissioner, Chatham-Kent Police Services Board, commissioner, Chatham-Kent Public Utilities Commission, director, Integris Board, board of director of Integris Transmission, member of the Great Lakes and St. Lawrence Cities Initiatives, member of the Large Urban Mayors Caucus of Ontario, member of the Mayors and Regional Chairs of Ontario, former vice chair of the Southwest Economic Alliance. Aside from Randy's work and political career, there are some very wonderful things about Randy that I have come to learn. He is a pretty cool grandfather and has been seen at the occasional hockey arena. He is a father, a husband, a brother, an uncle, and a son. He shares life with his wife, Diane, who very often keeps her life under control while Randy is away. Thank you, Diane. You are a critical part of the Hope team. I know how much Randy respects and appreciates you. He loves motorcycles and fast cars. He never stops trying to make things better for the residents of the municipality of Chatham-Kent. His heart is good, and he demonstrates care and concern for all. I have seen him do the dance of joy. He lives with passion and commitment. He rarely eats lunch. He has really long arms. He can lead the municipality of Chatham-Kent, but can't operate the Keurig coffee maker. He loves old-fashioned plain donuts, and he is objective, reasonable, and willing to reconsider and make decisions for the good of the community. Randy, you have been a wonderful support to the college as we have continued to grow at Thames campus. You have provided wise counsel and reminded all of us to take a breath. You have been a calming voice and a clear leader. You have been optimistic when others were a little less inclined. Randy, I am confident your father, as well as your whole family, would be proud of your accomplishments, as are we. St. Clair College is pleased to recognize and honor you today. Congratulations on this well-deserved acknowledgement of your contribution to this community.
I would now like to call upon Dr. John Strasser to confer the honorary diploma.
Thank you, and thank you, Lynn. I didn't even know all of those things about Mayor Hope, and I now know, for the benefit of our administrative team on the podium, when we can't find Lynn anymore, she's obviously in Mayor Hope's office trying to work something out. There are many of you in this audience today that have known Randy Hope for a longer period than I have known him. I was not born in this province, and I was not in the area when he represented this region as a member of the provincial government. To provide a brief replay of my introduction to the mayor, I believe that one of the first encounters between the two of us was actually a confrontation at the council chambers, captured live on cable television, that basically centered on the vision for Chatham-Kent that a newly elected mayor and council were developing. He was adamant that anything to do with post-secondary education should be reviewed and discussed with the new council. I was adamant that if discussions were going to develop on the proposed partnership between the municipality, the YMCA, and the college, the time was running out and early decisions were necessary from a college perspective for the college to implement the strategic directions that affected the Thames campus. At the top of the list, we needed a sports facility to allow students to stay physically fit, to compete, and to spend more time on campus. The vote that night did not favor the movement forward of the concept. Short time later, I had a private discussion with the mayor in his office regarding his views on the role of post-secondary education in the municipality. He was courteous, pleasant, and the words that he told me I remember well. John, I come from a background that very much appreciates the value and the need for education for the youth in this region. I have been a supporter of education and of acquiring new knowledge since I took my first job. I've supported St. Clair College as a member of the provincial government. I will try to help the citizens of this municipality to the best of my ability. I will try to help you help them in the process, and I will continue to be a supporter of education long after I leave this job. At the time, there were only words, but the message was clear, and I could ask no more from Randy Hope. He went on to explain a little more in depth why he believed it was important to allow both he and the new council more time to evaluate the partnership that I referred to earlier. Basically, he wanted to know how the partnership would better the lives of all of the citizens of Chatham-Kent. For the record, he was absolutely correct to take that position. He earned a great deal of respect from me for putting all of the people of Chatham-Kent first on his agenda. Over the years that followed that first meeting, I watched the mayor as he has basically traveled the world to search for answers that would help the economic development of Chatham-Kent. I have provided him with one-page summaries of our efforts in China, in India, Panama, so when meeting global developers, he could actually tell them the names of the educational institutions in their region that have agreements with the college in his municipality. The college has appeared more than once in open and closed sessions of council to explain the vision of St. Clair College. I know that he and the councillors have been engaged and helpful in their suggestions to help the students in this municipality. The message of the mayor to me has always been clear. Tell the council what you're doing, what you would like to do, and we will help the college develop in our municipality to the best of our ability. Look around you. I believe we are doing a credible job of operating this theater. We have a residence on campus, we have a healthplex, a health sciences center, and a new trades and technology wing. We are training students in programs from power line technician to occupational therapy, and all of that has occurred while the current elected team and administration has been at the controls, so to speak, of this municipality. Randy Hope has been a tireless supporter of this municipality, and that includes the Thames campus of St. Clair College. In recognition of his dedicated work on the provincial, national, and international stage to assist in providing new programs, services, and opportunities for the students at the Thames campus, St. Clair College is pleased to confer on Randy Raymond Hope an honorary diploma with the following words. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of St. Clair College, I do hereby confer on you an honorary diploma in Business Administration, International Business, with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, Mayor Hope, on behalf of all of the St. Clair College family, and thank you for your continued dedication to public service and to the students of St. Clair College.
Dr. Strasser, Lynn, Board of Governors, staff of St. Clair, graduating students, ladies and gentlemen. To the graduating students and to those in the audience, I wanted to make a few remarks. Because as you listen to the address that were both given by the keynote speakers tonight, this morning, they indicated about the will, the ability, and the individual and the heart. It's about a desire that you have towards education. And as I listened to those remarks that were made earlier, you can tell I'd never used printed speeches. I reflected on my own life. At the young age of 15, and the young age of 40, my father died. Post-secondary education wasn't an option because my mother was a domestic engineer. My father was the one that brought the money into the home. You know, as a young age, we sit there, we look at obstacles, we look at situations, and we move forward. And I guess I've never looked backwards. I've always looked forward. And I've always told students and others, even my own grandchildren and children, that life is an open book. It's a textbook of knowledge. Issues will arise, problems will happen, but solutions are always there. And it's in the character of the individual. It's the heart that is inside of you that will drive you to success. I found it interesting when you were told you were not able to read and that you should be removed from the school. I guess I can refer to that. Do you believe it or not, I was never able to speak in public. I would choke up and never be able to get a word out of my mouth. And today I wanted to prove people wrong. I felt it was so important to educate myself each day. Yes, I was under the gun. Yes, I had to do more work. But you know, it's the inspiration that is inside of you which makes success. Not the textbooks, not the classroom. It's a helpful hint to make sure that you move yourself forward and explore the opportunities that exist in front of you. To the graduating students, your life only begins today. You've graduated. You've had the great faculty that have supported you and provided you the knowledge that you need in order to move forward. But it's you, the graduates, will take each day as a textbook. Understand the information in front of you. Face the problem, and the problem is not a problem. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to excel yourself and advance yourself in what you believe is important in the workplaces you live at. Because I use the word live at, because you will spend more time in your workplaces than you do in your homes. And it's so important that you as individuals are able to direct this country, this province, and this world in the future that we all... It was easy for me when I was younger. Jobs were plentiful. I had the opportunity. For the graduates, it's a little bit more complicated. There is obstacles, but those obstacles can be overcome. We deal in an international world that is so competitive, but I believe the expertise that is brought through St. Clair College and has been placed upon you, you will succeed in your endeavors as individuals. To the Board of Governors, I'm going to say on a little personal note, would you have asked me today if at the age of 55 years old that I would be standing in front of you accepting a diploma from a community college? My answer would have been no. I did it because I believe in myself. I believe in the heart that I have about doing good for the community, doing good for my family. Which leads me to my family, because these endeavors have never been easy. I've had quite a few obstacles, and I'm waiting to write the book on my life because it'll be an interesting novel. Because I've had a lot of things that have gone on in my life personally. But I want to say to my wife for her support, because I do spend long hours and I never get off the phone, because on international calls, 10 o'clock at night, you're still on the phone. But I want to say to my wife for the understanding, because when I'm gone all the time, and I try to do my best that I can for this community, she's always been there. So I appreciate her support in my endeavors in my life to make success, because I wanted to leave a legacy behind. To my daughters, my stepdaughters, my stepsons, and my son, I want to say thank you very much for what you've done. They got the chance to go to post-secondary education, and they've done me well. I'm proud of them for their accomplishments and what they've been able to achieve and their success. And most importantly, is the ones I always looked forward to, is the 8 grandchildren that I have. They're the inspirations of my life, from my oldest grandson, who is 15 years old, to my youngest granddaughter, which is 6 months old. I work hard, and I work hard on behalf of the residents because of those individuals. I want a future for them, and a future that I enjoyed, and I have no regrets about my life. My life has been hard, my life has been easy, but I believe the life for all of us can be good. So on behalf of myself to the Board of Governors, it's an honor and a privilege to be able to stand in front of the graduating class of 2014 of St. Clair College and say to the Board of Governors, you don't know what this really means to me. One thing I never thought I would have is ever a chance to graduate, never receive a diploma. And today I stand in front of you, sorry. Today I stand in front of you at the age of 55, getting an honorary diploma, which inside my heart warms me and makes me feel good about my accomplishments today in my life. So one thing to remember is never tell me I can't do something, because I'll prove you wrong. We can do just about anything here in this community and myself. Thank you very much to the Board of Governors.
Not going to get away quite that easy. I'm going to ask Ms. Lynn McGetchie-Schultz to accompany the mayor to the front here, and we're going to go through the formal putting on of the Lear pipe, as we will for all of the graduates in a matter of a couple seconds. And I would ask Lori Kemp, who did the address to the graduates, and Dan Wilson, who will be serving in the role of chair-elect come the 1st of September, to join me out in front here. So.
Congratulations. We have come to the formal part of our ceremony where diplomas, certificates, and degrees will be awarded and become official documents of the college. Would the graduates please stand? I would like to call upon President Dr. John Strasser and Registrar Michael Silvaggi.
Good morning, everyone. Mr. President, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified in all respects for diplomas, certificates, and degrees by successfully completing curricula offered by several divisions of St. Clair College. They've been recommended by the faculty to be awarded diplomas in recognition of their academic accomplishments.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of St. Clair College, I do hereby confer on you your respective certificates, diplomas, and degrees with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Mr. President, on behalf of the graduates not present, I request that you confer their diplomas, certificates, and degrees in absentia.
I so do.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, during the next part of the program, we will present the graduates individually to the Board of Governors to receive congratulations from them, and to Dr. Strasser, who will present a Lear pipe to each graduate. While the first of our graduates are making their way to the stage, I would like to tell you a little bit about the Lear pipe that each graduate will be receiving. As each graduate receives congratulations from the Board of Governors and the President, a Lear pipe will be draped over the graduate's left shoulder to signify acceptance into the community of St. Clair College graduates. The Lear pipe is a band of green velvet edged with gold braid, trimmed with 4 tassels representing the 4 major areas in the St. Clair community: the counties of Essex and Kent, and the cities of Windsor and Chatham. The Lear pipe is a modification of the academic hood originating in 15th century Europe in the age of the great artists, scholars, and explorers of the Renaissance. Today, it symbolizes recognition of an individual who is now prepared to assume a responsible and creative role in the community. Out of respect for our graduates, we would ask that everyone remain seated until the conclusion of the ceremony. I would now like to call upon Mark Benoit, Chair, School of Academic Studies, Chatham-Kent.
Good morning, everyone. Members of the Board of Governors, on the recommendation of our teaching faculty, it is my pleasure to present to you the graduates for diplomas, certificates, and degrees in the School of Academic Studies, Chatham-Kent. Professor Kent McLean will read the names of the graduates in the business program, the business accounting program, business administration accounting. Professor Mark Gahula will assist the president with the presentation of the Lear pipe.
Marie Janot. I didn't have the script. I have the honor to present the graduates of the business program. Haley Toulouse. I have the honor to present the graduates of the business accounting program. Patrick Milson. Sarah Peltier. Jacob Pincinel. Clarence Zudima. I have the honor to present the graduates of the Business Administration Accounting program. Caitlin Jenner. Jane Alexia. Nicole Osborne. Deborah Sterling. Deborah is the recipient of the President's Award and the Student Leadership Award. Melanie Stroder.
Thank you, Kent and Mark. Professor Joy Kimball will read the names of the graduates in the Child and Youth Worker, and Professor Kim Smart will assist the President with the presentation of the Lear Pipe.
I have the honor to present the graduate of the Child and Youth Worker Accelerated Program. Crystal Crone. Congratulations, Crystal, and that concludes the graduate for the CYW Accelerated Program.
Thank you, Joy. Professor Connie Marion will read the names of the graduates in the Developmental Service Worker Program. Professor Kim Smart will continue to assist the President with a presentation of the Lear Pipe.
It is my honor to present the graduates of the Developmental Services Worker Program. Sarah Bindner. Taylor Brunel. Corey Cleaver. Devon Cove. Courtney Duquette. Jessica Faber. Kim Guerin. Danya Jean Harper. Rebecca Jabour. Graydon Jock. Alishani Longboat. Recipient of the Faculty Academic Award, Kyle Lozon. Recipient of the Student Leadership Award, Heather McCann. Mackenzie Murner. Joanne Miner. Joanne O'Connor. Basil Paul. Amanda Ruggeber. Sukhwinder Tatla. Matthew Wilson. Angela Young. Kaylee Zach.
Thank you, Connie and Kim. Professor Brenda Huff will read the names of the graduates in the Early Childhood Education Program. Professor Sue Milo will assist the President with a presentation of the Lear Pipe.
I have the honor to present the graduates from the Early Childhood Education Program. Chantel Bernicki. Danielle Berube. Olivia Blackburn. Lindsay Brunel. Kathleen Carter. Raya Cottingham. Mackenzie Dale. Michelle Desereau. Naomi Dewey. Miranda Yu. Melissa Franklin. Trista Fraser. Jennifer Hebert Day. Bailey Hunt. Emily Hunter. Stephanie Jameson. Ashley Lindsay. Kristen Mayhew. Danielle Mayhew. Michaela McIntyre. Jasmine McKenzie. Michelle Nolan. Natalie Olette. Amy Patterson. Megan Rio. Caitlin Shuttleworth. Sue Ann Simmons. Audrey Stockley, and Audrey's also the recipient of the Student Leadership Award. Don't trust me. Renata Van Loon Palmatier, and Renata is also the recipient of the Faculty Academic Award. Kyla Fay. Tina Villaranda. Jillian White. Blair Whiteford. Catherine Zudima.
Thank you, Brenda and Susan. Professor Ryan Pepper will read the names of the graduates in the Electrical Engineering Technician program. Professor Pete Tenzer will assist the President with the presentation of the Lear Pipe.
I have the honor to present the graduates of the Electrical Engineering Technician program. Troy Barker. Curtis Barwise. Jason Bayshard. Andrew Sikatarsis. Joshua Clements. Sean Colebrook. Ryan Crow. Ryan is the recipient of the Faculty Academic Award. Alex Dallagrand. Angela Eaton. Robert Genioli. Robert was the recipient of Student Leadership Award. Jacob Hausler. Lisa Maynard. Alexander Minato. Mark Montemany. Timothy Newkirk. Zachary O'Donnell. Matthew Painter. Matthew Petrzacco. Russell Smith.
Thank you, Ryan and Peter. I will read the names of the graduate in the Office Admin Executive Program. Professor Kent McLean will assist the President with the presentation of the lyric. I have the honor to present the graduate in the Office Admin Executive Program. Kathy Fontaine. Thank you, Kent. Professor Gary Keith will read the names of the graduates in the Powerline Technician Program. Professor Keith Bruce will assist the President with a presentation of the Lear pipe.
I have the honor to present the graduates in the Powerline Technician Program. Mike Cobb. Ken Elgie. Ken is also the recipient of the Student Leadership Award. Colton Fisher. Matthew Fleury. Matt Funk. Kyle Harris. Nick Koiser. Garrett Lewis. Ryan McKeekan. Josh McCready. Kirk McKillop. Eric Passa. Denis Rivet. Denis is also the recipient of the Faculty Academic Award. Chad Simpson. Tyler Smith. Mike Somlai. Tyler Valahora.
Okay, thank you, Keith. Professor Gary Keith will continue to read the names of the graduates in the pre-apprenticeship CNC Industrial Millwright program. Sue McClellan will assist the president with the presentation of the Lear Pipe.
I have the honor to present the graduates in the CNC Industrial Millwright program. Gordon Jelivet.
Thank you, Gary and Sue. This concludes the graduates in the School of Academic Studies, Chatham-Kent.
I would now like to call upon Joanne Dale, Chair, School of Nursing, Chatham-Kent.
Members of the Board of Governors, on the recommendation of our teaching faculty, it is my pleasure to present to you the graduates for the diplomas and certificates and degrees in the School of Nursing, Chatham-Kent. Professor Colleen Nevels will read the names of the graduates in the Fitness and Health Training Program and the Fitness and Health Promotion Program. Professor Deborah Ivey will assist the President with the presentation of the Lyra pipes.
I have the honor to present the graduates in the Fitness and Health Training Program. J.P. Gruneau. Ryan Sura. I now have the honor to present the graduates in the Fitness and Health Promotion Program. Sabrina Janice is a recipient of the Student Leadership Award. Rochelle Pea is a recipient of the Faculty Academic Award. Matthew Rowland.
Thank you, Colleen and Deborah. Professor Phil Rance will read the names of the graduates in the Occupational Therapy Assistant and Physiotherapy Assistant program. Professor Mickey Parr will assist the President with the presentation of the Lyra pipes.
I have the honor to present the graduates of the Occupational Therapist Assistant and Physiotherapist Assistant program. Daniel Bacon. Ashley Bowden. Jessica Clark. Chelsea DeBoa. Atlanta Fluke. Michael Francesco. Helen Gunter. Jason Ilsevic. April Copps. Cody Morgan. Renee Paré. Mackenzie Perry. Shannon Peters. Felicia Pyle. Jessica Salwine. The recipient of the Student Leadership Award, Lindsay Savard. Salman Shakir. Rebecca Soulier. Rebecca Stewart. Renee Tatro. Craig Washburn. Recipient of the Faculty Academic Award, Casey Wanch.
Thank you, Phil and Mickey. Professor Carolyn Ross will read the names of the graduates in the paramedic program. Professor Mickey Parr will continue to assist the president with the presentation of the lyra pipes.
I have the honor to present the graduates of the paramedic program. John Angevine. Christopher Arnold. Michael Juilliard. I'll get it right, I promise. Stephen Jacobs. Danielle Mifflin. Travis Pinkerton. Chad Reeb. Dustin Trace. Ian Warren.
Thank you, Carolyn and Mickey. Professor Kim Bloxham-Jenkins will read the names of the graduates in the Practical Nursing Program and the Personal Support Worker Program. Professor Deborah Hermson will assist the President with the presentation of the liripipes.
I have the honor to present the graduate for the Practical Nursing Program. Thank you. Sonia Rodriguez Vargas. I have the honor to present the graduates for the Personal Support Worker Program. Wukiam Abdagborn. Sarah Barrett. Taylor Barrett. Henriette Beal. Autumn Bloom. Taylor Carey. Ashley Carr. Jacqueline Chandler. Alyssa Kramer. Julie Fraser. Helena Funk. Michelle Higgins. Kayla Jensen. Holly Jewell. Nadine Lewis. Lisa Lozon. Lisa also was the recipient of the Faculty Academic Award. William Malett. Chad Martins. Linda Martin. IJ Sigway. Kaylee Willette. Jael Parker. Maria Pineda. Carly Pinsino. Misty Blue Primo. Rachel Rion. Kira Rushka. Teresa Salisbury. Ryan Shepard. Bryce Smith. Derek Talbot. Braden Toper. Jenny Vale. Sharina Wilder. Nicole Sonderland.
Thank you, Kim and Deb. Professor Bob Burney will read the names of the graduates in the pre-health science program. Professor Keith Spruce will assist with the president with the lyra pipes.
I have the honor to present the graduates of the pre-health science program. Martha Friesen. Vanessa Haskell.
This concludes the graduates in the School of Nursing, Chatham-Kent.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the conferring of diplomas and certificates. At this time, I would like to reintroduce Lindsay Levecki from the Alumni Association.
President Strasser, members of the Board of Governors, faculty and staff of the college, graduating students, family, and friends. Many changes happen at Convocation. You walk across the stage, receive congratulations, and you change from student to graduate. Your many hours of classes, study, training, and projects are over, and now you are recognized for your success with a diploma. This diploma will give you access to many opportunities in the future. Another change happens today. You are not just a graduate, you become one of the alumni of St. Clair College. We are 85,000 strong and growing. Go anywhere in Chatham-Kent or Windsor-Essex, and sooner or later you will meet a member of St. Clair College alumni. Throughout Ontario, across Canada, and around the world, members of the alumni are working and serving in businesses, healthcare, skilled trades, hospitality, government, and communities. You follow all those alumni who have graduated before you. They have set a high standard for the alumni community. You now will be added to that important group who will carry on our tradition of hard work, innovation, achievement, and community service. St. Clair College is known for many things. One that we value highly is commitment we have to our alumni family. Your courses may be over, but our connection never ends. You may be clear on what comes next for you in your career. Perhaps you will stay in our area, and perhaps you will move far away. We hope that as a lifelong learner, you remember that St. Clair College is always there for you. Later on, you may need to upgrade your skills or develop additional resources to make your career a success. St. Clair College is committed to develop the education available here for returning alumni and for all the students who will call the college home. Wherever you go, our Alumni Network and the Alumni Association are there for you. We want to support you as you get started and stay connected with you throughout your career. This is a relationship that lasts a lifetime. Let me tell you a little secret about our alumni that our alumni already know. When our alumni get together, we have fun. Throughout the year, the Alumni Association sponsors events for our alumni and friends to connect, network, and enjoy being a part of the family of 85,000 graduates. Follow us on Twitter, like us on our St. Clair College Alumni Facebook page, check in at stclairalumni.com, and of course, add us on your LinkedIn profile. This is a great day for you. It's also a great day for us as we add you as a member of the St. Clair College Alumni Association. We join with your family, friends, and the rest of the St. Clair College family in wishing you all the best in the years to come. Congratulations.
The audience will please rise for closing reflection. I would now call upon Ron Seagay.
Please join me in this closing reflection. Together, we ask that all our graduates be filled with joy and peace. May they have success and happiness throughout the years. May they bring honor and wisdom to their own lives, their families, their communities, and our country. And may they be filled with the desire to learn new things throughout their lives. We ask this according to the terms of our individual faiths.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 5th session of the 47th Annual Convocation of St. Clair College. We ask that the audience please remain seated until the faculty and graduates have left the theater. Following Convocation, graduates and guests are invited to an informal reception outside Capitol Theatre on King Street, compliments of St. Clair College Alumni Association.